Hi everyone, happy Friday. Today we're in my dining room and it's the big reveal of my hutch that I painted. I am so excited to show you this. This is such a major transformation from how it looked. Now it was a really nice piece of furniture to begin with. It just had a few problems with it, mainly scratches and a few dings. So I thought it was the perfect candidate to get a makeover. And I love the way it turned out. So before I show you the after, let's check out the before. And I have a little bit of footage showing me painting it and doing a few other things to it in the antiquing process that I did. So let's check that out really quick. So here is the before of the hutch, which, very nice piece, but not what I wanted. So here I am taping. I taped off these sections because I didn't want to paint the full inside of this area. So I just put my painter's tape here and I'm only painting to there. And I am using the Rust-Oleum cabinet transformation. I have my two doors over here. And I put my drawers over on my dining room table. So I've had a lot of people before when I've done my painting of my cabinets in my kitchens. They say they want to see me paint. So okay, here it is. And I sped it up really fast because, painting is not, to me, the most fun thing to watch, but I thought I would show it on this piece because this piece did not take as long to paint as the upper part of the hutch did. And again, I am using the Rust-Oleum cabinet transformations on here. I think they have a furniture one too, but I just use the cabinet one from my kitchen. Works perfectly fine. I've painted many pieces of furniture with this product and I'm very satisfied with it. And this is just the pure white that I'm using. And I did get this from Home Depot. I had to order it online because they were out in the store with the light kit. And you can order just the pure white on the Home Depot website if you don't want to get it mixed to another color, and it is cheaper that way. So here it is with one coat. Of course, it did take me 4 coats to cover everything on both pieces of the hutch. Alright, so this is the upper part of the hutch. We took the shelves out because it's much easier to paint, and I took the spindles off, and I had my husband cut me little pieces of dowel rod and I just glued them in there and I sanded everything down to be flush with it. And I also did it on the shelf too that had the spindles, and I did keep the spindles. I may use them for another project. And I thought this would just be much easier to paint with everything out. Okay, so now what I had done, I'm just going to show this one drawer. I just took some sandpaper and I sanded where I wanted to. And this is the antiquing that you get with the kit. You get 2 of these and you get 2 of the paint and 1 of the polyurethane. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting some on. I am wiping it off with a damp rag, and then I'm going over it with a dry rag. And I did find that, and actually this is the cheesecloth that comes with it, is what I like to use. You can use whatever you want to. And I found that this was easier to do just a little section at a time and make sure that you have the dampness, because I didn't want it too dark, because I was trying to match my table and chairs that were in there. Now before I've gone darker, so you wouldn't have to use the damp cloth, because this does dry pretty quickly if you're not putting it on heavily, the stain. And this is how I normally do it with my drawers. I do all the 4 edges, and then I will do the face of the drawer last. And I'm not putting it on very neatly because, like I said, I'm using the cloth to rub it off with. And then this time I actually did the dry cloth first, and then I used the wet cloth afterwards because I don't want it to be too dark. But this is basically how I do my kitchen cabinets and my furniture when I use this product. And as you can see right now, you can see how much darker it is in the pure white. Okay, so here is the hutch all done. I really love how this turned out. This was my little surprise. These little wooden accents that I got at Home Depot. And I just had my husband nail those in with the brad nails with our nail gun. So just giving you a little bit of close-up with the distressing that I did. And I went ahead and painted these an off-white, and see this look right here? At first I thought when I put these back in that I had messed up and my paint had peeled, but that's actually from pushing it together when I had to put the pieces back in to hold it. That's just the glass. And I thought, well, that looks kind of cool though. It does look like a little older looking. So I think that turned out well. And this is my mess. This is everything that I took out of my other hutch and my buffet, and I have got to get all this back in to this hutch. Let's see how much I can get in there. But I do think this looks a lot more French country now, the way it turned out. Oh, and over here, it's really bare over here. I'm really thinking about getting another piece of furniture to use as a buffet. Even though for some reason this windowsill is lower than the other four over there, I still think I can just put a table here. Something just for a little more storage. But I think this coordinates really well with the table and chairs. And, you know, I wasn't going to attempt to match the tabletop. At first I thought about it, just doing the top of the lower part, but I changed my mind. I knew I would probably never be able to match it completely. But I think it looks fine not having a darker top on it. And I do like the old hardware on here, so I kept it. I like the look of it and the coloring. As you can see, the chair, I think it looks perfect with it. Okay, so now everything is out of here. I'm still thinking about hanging that on the wall there, but I'm not going to use that table below it anymore. And I've put a bunch of things on here. I was able to get most of my stuff on here. I know it's a little crowded looking, but hopefully I can find another piece of furniture to put some more of this stuff on. But basically this is how I would have it normally decorated. Of course, I like to add touches of greenery in there, but it's ready to get my fall decor in here. And I think it's going to look really nice. I'm using the same colors that I did on the other buffet that was in here, so that I think that's going to pop off of the white. And of course my tablescape is still here. I did take my wine glasses off because I didn't want them to get broken. So now I've gone ahead and done some decorating on the upper part of the hutch. I just wanted to add just a little bit there, and now I'm going to be decorating this bottom section. So I'm going to go ahead and start over here on the right side.
Basically, I'm going to try to do it
So the first thing I'm going to put on here is one of the pumpkins that I used previously. And I'm just going to be using these 3 pieces of picks. Just going to tuck in underneath the pumpkin. Okay.
So where is that? So now I'm going to add.
Now I'm going to add some more here in front of the candy dish. I'm going to start with just some leaves here. And I'm going to add this pick, just do a little bit of layering. And sometimes things just don't cooperate with you. And I have this other pumpkin I'm going to tuck in here. And sometimes you got to play with things. And a little bit of this right here. And I'll probably have to do a little bit of tweaking on this. Now, I'm just going to add some more leaves here in this section. Do a couple of them. And I'm just going to use this little piece of berries that I have. I'm going to twist them around a little bit and just tuck them in with the leaves. And I'm going to add some more leaves up in here, in between the two pieces. And some more of this little dangly stuff. Again, you have to play with things sometimes to get it just right. Now I'm going to work over here. So I'm going to use this flower. This flower was the inspiration for the colors that I'm using. Put some more of the leaves in. And another little bit of leaves over here. And another pick I'm going to tuck in. And some more of the roses. I really love these roses. And a few berries. And of course the little dangly things. That's the technical term for it, right? Okay, now I'm going to put something in the pitcher. Now on my previous buffet I had that tray, but it just won't fit here, and I had it propped up against the tray, so I'm going to put it in the pitcher this time. Just going to kind of prop it here. I'm not going to be getting in that cabinet, so this can stay here. Just going to put a little bit of leaves just to cover up the stem area of that pick. And one more little pick with some berries and leaves on it. Now I'm going to work over the other section. I'm going to start over here with a pick and place it right there. And some more of those leaves. And a little bit more berries. And tuck them in. And of course another pumpkin. One more pumpkin. Tuck it in over here. And again, got to play with it a little bit. Then I'm going to be getting my other pumpkin over here on the candy dish. The other white one. Going to be using the same pieces as I did on the other one on the right side, just the 3 picks. Just tuck everything underneath the pumpkin, and nothing wants to stay here, of course. Everything's falling on me. I think I'm just going to stick everything in here first, and then put the pumpkin on. Okay, And one more little dangly thing. All right, so that is going to do it on the lower part of the hutch. I almost forgot to do this. I just want to put a little bit of fall color in here. And I like to put my plastic bags from the grocery store in here to build up my vases. I'm just going to be sticking in this leaf pick, if it will cooperate with me here. And of course not. All right, get back in there. And I'm going to do another one that kind of coordinates with it. Okay. And then I have these two picks. I want a little bit of yellow in here. I'm going to fluff these up a little bit. And I'm just going to stick them in. All right, so that is going to do it. So let's check out how everything is looking on the hutch. So it's a little bare in here over to the left, but I'm loving the right side. I just think this is so beautiful. I am so happy that I was able to find this hutch and get it painted for fall, because I'm loving how the colors are popping off of the whites on here. So pretty. I didn't want to do too much more on the shelves. So I mainly concentrated on the bottom part of the hutch and some on the top. So I got up on my step ladder here so we can get close-ups of the top of the hutch. I just mainly wanted to put things more off to the side. Didn't want to put too much up here. But I think this is perfect the way it looks. Well, I really love, and I'm going to say it again, love how this looks for fall, and I can't wait to see how it's going to look for Christmas. I thought I would come in here one more time just to kind of show the bottom of the hutch here. And I really love how those little wooden accents dress it up a lot. And again, I really love how that turned out, even though that's just, I don't know why that happened, just pressing the glass on those metal pieces made it do that. But I think it makes it look a little older looking, so. One last look. Well, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it and I could give you some ideas for decorating your hutch for fall. And you know, I am just so in love with this hutch. I've been waiting so many years to find the perfect hutch that I could paint, and I finally found it. And of course, I am on the hunt for another piece of furniture that I could set in front of this window that's across on the other side of the table that I could use as a buffet, because I do need just a tad bit more storage in this room for everything. Because I do feel like it's a little bit cluttered because my soup turreens are so big. So I would like to have a buffet over there that I can put some of the soup turreens on too. So on the hunt again for another piece of furniture. Hopefully it won't take as long as it took me to find this one. And I'm hoping on Monday that I will have another video up. I might have one anyway, but what's happening is I'm having this company is sending me some fall products for me to review and do a video on, and they're supposed to be delivered today. Now, when I checked the tracking this morning, it just said it was at the facility, so it didn't say it was out for delivery yet. So I might not get it until tomorrow, but I'm hoping that I do get it in time because I really want to do a video on Monday showing their fall products. And I'm going to do it over here with my curved staircase area because I have a small table I put over there and a chair, and I thought that is the perfect spot to use these products and get that area decorated for fall. So I'm so excited to be doing that. And you know, I can't think of anything else at the moment. So lots of projects I'm still working on, and more decorating in the living room there. And then I'm going to be heading into my family room and my kitchen area, getting that done. So I want to wish everybody a very wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.